a little bit, just to get some time on here. Looks like there's a pretty serious delay between my camera and my feed because I can't even see it as being live over here yet. There we are. Huh. So I'm going to drop this in a holder and oh yeah, that's a serious delay. Smokes. One watching now, that's me, right? I'm watching. Wow, that's really weird in your ears. Okay, so we need to get rid of these. I can't do this. So 3 years on YouTube. What have I learned? What is my doing on YouTube? How much money have I made? I've made no money. And what have I learned? I've learned YouTube's a little harder than a lot of people give it credit. Uh, they think you just throw up a camera and start talking to it, and you're going to be rich. You're going to be famous. And some people that works, some people it doesn't. Some people want that, some people don't. To me, YouTube is a place for me to put videos that I want to share with specific people, or to occasionally trash the chucklehead and speak out. If I wanted to be super successful by all the measurements that people do use for YouTube, I clearly wouldn't be posting the videos I am. Um, it's funny how many people tell me, "Oh, this will get better. You'll do this," and and they have this. It's a real lesson for me because I'm this way. I have a vision. I can see people's potential in my perspective, and I'm lacking what their desires are and what their intentions are. And so, you know, it's a hard thing, and it's nice for me to see it in reverse. People have all these, you know, hypotheses or presumptions about what my intentions are or what my desires are. And so they're giving me advice based on that with no real knowledge of what's going on in my life or what I'm doing or what I want to do or any of that. So it's YouTube's been a good experience in that. It's been a very good experience in meeting lots of new and different people. And it's been a good platform for that. It's been a good platform for me to share some of my memories and my experience with other people. Oh, Craig's in there. Oh, Patrick's there. You guys don't have better things to do than sit on YouTube today, huh? Sorry, I'm just joking. I just wanted to play around with this live a little bit and record a little session here. So I'm kind of rambling on about years on YouTube and what I've learned. I can't see the screen too well. Cal Bear's here, the big San Diego Bear. California Bear. He doesn't like it when I say Cal Bear or Cali. I really like saying Cali because the song came out at a pivotal time in my life, but he doesn't like it. Breakfast. Ah, it's lunchtime here. New Life's on too, Andrea. Everybody's on. Geez, I don't know if I'm going to go live again with all this attention. Uh, and have or that disappeared. Yeah, I'm on a iPhone Mini, and I'm just kind of testing this out. I was able to connect my mic. That was one thing I wanted to check. So hopefully the sound is decent. I was trying to stream my own sound through my own phone, and the delay is like really crazy, which I guess I understand. Uh, hey, Andrea, I see the hi now. Yeah, it's um, I understand, like, I never understood, live streaming from this side of the camera, and it's definitely not as easy as it looks. So, all of you guys that do the live streams, you definitely do a better job than I imagine. It, you know, it, it's easy to see things from one side of the camera, and that's kind of what I was talking about with YouTube. You know, it's funny to me. I've gotten a lot of advice lately about how to improve my channel, and yeah, that's improved my channel if I had their goals. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned about YouTube in the last 3 years is to spend more time asking, before I offer advice or suggestions, try to understand what people's goals are. And I'm so guilty of it. I am so like that's the real thing is it, I love people Could use the laptop to read. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I've thought about that. I just, like I said, I was on my way to go do something. I figured I'd just sit down and play with this because it's been on the back of my mind to test it out. Uh, but it's interesting for me because I like it when somebody holds up a mirror and lets me see a different side of myself, and that's kind of what YouTube's really done in the last 6 months or last 2 months, really. It's really put a mirror up to some of my proclivities I'm not real happy about, like just randomly, thinking I can offer advice to somebody without really knowing what their goals or their desires or intentions. Um, and so that's one thing I really want to focus on getting better at is really understanding who's seeking my advice and not just randomly, walk up to strangers and give it. And I'm totally guilty of that. And it's one thing I look in the mirror and go, oh, I need to get better at that. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to do a little test here and see how it goes. Thank you guys all for dropping in. I'm kind of surprised how many people jumped on in the middle of the day. It's definitely not, uh, I would definitely expect all of you to have better things to do than to listen to me. But I'm going to go out and have some fun. I hope you guys do the same. And maybe I'll set this up in the future and do longer live streams with a better camera system when I've got something more substantial to say. But I am pretty impressed. Like I'm on an iPhone mini and um, the sound seemed pretty good. And um, I'm just using the YouTube app. So that's what I kind of wanted to test out is can I just go live with the YouTube app? And it seems to work pretty good. So any feedback on that would be great in the comments down below. This will, I think I have to go onto the computer to save it. Yeah, if I do get serious about live streams, um, I will definitely be posting those well in advance. Um, just because I hate it when people just pop on like this. Personally, it's like, ah, wait, I was busy. I didn't want to miss it. Um, but yeah, flight information. So yeah, I've been pulling my hair out with flights lately. It's so frustrating. You see a flight, you see a price, and you want to go grab it, and you're like, credit card doesn't go through, the application crashes, and 2 days later, you're still trying to book the flight, and it's gone up 30%, 40% in those 2 days, and it's just the most frustrating thing. But I'm always searching out that cheap thing. Like right now, the hotel I'm in, uh, constantly searching for the bargain deal. This place is under 40 a night. Um, and it's that way for weeks, and about another 6 or 8 weeks, it's at that rate. Uh, and that includes a breakfast, and there's a pool on the roof, and plenty of places to walk and explore. So, I'm always searching up that cheap deal, and hopefully, I'll have some better adventures coming and more fun places in the next 2 months. I've been working hard on my schedule to hit some bucket list items, and um, I think I've got it ironed out to where it's going to work without me ending up homeless or kicked out or overstaying my visa again. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna go run. Thank you guys all for stopping by, saying hello. And I think this weekend you guys will be on Patrick and Craig and Drea, right? And hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of Jesse, hear some of his stories from America and what he thinks about going back. Um, but yeah, you guys all have a great day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye. Maybe that red button. There's this red square there. I thought that was in. Are you sure you want to end?